Why are there so many suns, bad rainbows, and who gives a fuck anyway? Rainbows are so bad, they only remind me that my life is just once again. And so you are stupid, you choose to believe it, and I know we're all gonna die. We'll never find every real connection, as they say that what's left is life. Who said that it was with me, and it live when we saw the morning star? Some have come and right, but the comedy dead, and the quiet sun so far. And it's so pathetic that you are pathetic, it's how you inspire me. You'll never find every real connection, the homeless, the wealthy, and me. All of us are gonna die, because they know the passion. Good morning. Day 216 of rowing in the morning. And this morning I did 100 kettlebell swings with the 53-pound kettlebell. And excuse me, yesterday for our anniversary, George and I took off of work early, came home. I did my little voiceover and music for my meal prep video. I was so annoyed that my episode 38 did not load. And I'm running out of storage on Google. I have so many pictures and videos and everything. And I'm trying to I've been deleting it from my photo app, but I guess there's 5 other apps that are saving my photos and stuff. So I have to go through and try to get rid of all that as well. And I thought what I've been doing is I've been erasing after I upload on YouTube my videos. I've just been erasing them, but I guess I erased it before it was done uploading. And then I started recording for my meal prep video, which it was 3 hours. And that was not even as long as the meal prep app actually was. It was about 12 hours because I didn't get to bed till 8. It was a very long day. And I guess that's why George and I decided to take off early yesterday. I just did my row. I was really tired. I just did my row in the morning, and at work, I have definitely noticed just drinking, watching my candle. It's really burning, really high. I was really drained. I was I just felt I felt like 1,000 pounds. I was like, why the fuck am I so tired? And I'm like, oh, it's because I'm not drinking all the cream with my coffee. And I'm like, that fat. So I was doing black coffee for a little while. And kind of the same thing happened. I was just extremely fatigued. I wasn't getting enough fat in my diet. And even with the Google meal prep, meal map that they did for me where I, separated the protein from the fat and added it back in, it still wasn't enough. And it did say, because I was like, hey, I wrote in there, I'm like, I'm trying not to use butter or cream. Can I use tallow in my coffee? And I was like, yeah, use a tablespoon if you feel exhausted. And I didn't bring, my cat's playing with a little mouse. I didn't bring any tallow with me to work to put in my coffee. So I actually brought some today. That's something that I definitely need because, like I said, I just felt like I was 1,000 pounds. I felt like I was walking underwater. And I guess that's fatigue, maybe. I guess I needed a break. Working 2 weeks straight, six days is rough. So definitely needed to utilize our downtime. But even though we didn't work out, I did make George go out in the garage with me. We did 100, I call it kettlebell thrusters. I don't know what else you want to call it, where you just take the kettlebell and, you squat down with it and you raise it up over your head. Kind of like a thruster, I guess. So we did 100 of those because I was like, I'll feel bad if I don't do something. And I went light. I did 20 pounds. He did 45. So then I felt justified to eat my 4 ounces of beef with 2 tablespoons of fat before bed. So today, definitely going to tear it up, even though it was raining. So that was another thing. On top of just being tired, it was raining. So that doesn't help. The barometric pressure really does affect me. I'm sure it affects everybody, but it definitely affects me. I'm deaf in my right ear, so it does bother my ears. And sometimes I'll get migraines. I haven't gotten a migraine in a while from it. If I get a migraine, it's usually from doing overhead stuff for CrossFit or for, bodybuilding or whatever. But I didn't have a migraine. I was just exhausted. And also I greatly reduced the amount of coffee I've been drinking too. I'll show sizes, I guess. I'll do it like on the weekend when I have more time, because I got a new ring light and I was kind of messing with it, and it took a couple minutes to figure out. So I don't know what these ring lights, they all have like a USB, or maybe they don't. I mean, that was the only one that I picked and it had a USB. The other one I had a USB too. And I had to use like a battery, because like the cord isn't long to reach anything. So I had to like use a battery for it, and it powered it. But this one must be too strong because my little portable battery didn't power it. So I had to crawl under the couch and undo my little Raven lights that I have and pull the cord, pull the battery or the energy bank, whatever you want to fucking call it, out from under the couch to plug it in. I got to get used to it. I like the way how the other one seemed like it was a lot brighter. I don't know. I had to play with it. Or maybe like the candles are burning brighter or something. I don't know. Something doesn't seem right. My t-shirt, the Murder Junkies, that's Jeffrey Dahmer with a body. So the Murder Junkies is a punk band that was headed by Gigi Allen back in like the 80s and I think early 90s. He was best known for being a drug addict, beating up his fans, shitting on stage and wiping his body in shit. I'm sure people have heard of him. He's quite well known. So his brother has taken on, after Gigi's passing, his brother Merle has taken on with the band with the original drummer, Dino, the naked drummer, who in some states still drums naked. He doesn't do it in Florida. I think he got in trouble. And also a lucky fan gets to shove a drumstick up his ass. So, and I think he just recovered from having cancer, or that he's in remission, because we saw them play a couple months ago, and he was there. He looked good. Merrill was sick, and I don't know the name of the guitarist or the drum or the bassist. I don't know. I'm actually terrible with bands. Like, people know the whole history of a band and shit. I don't. If I think the singer is fine, then I think the singer is fine. Just like Henry, they're like, oh, you're a fan of Henry? Do you know this about that? Or I'm like, no. Just remember he was hot shit back in the day. He was fine as fuck. That's all I remember. Like, he can be talking. I'm not listening. I don't care. And I feel bad. It's the same with George. Like, he'll just be rambling on. It depends on my mood. It does pretend. It depends on my mood. Either he's just annoying the hell out of me, just going on about some bullshit, or I'm not listening to him because he's fine as fuck, and I just let the words wash over me, because I'm just like, now it depends. Back when I was a kid, back when we were first dating, yeah, he'd talk about anything. I was just like, he's so hot. Yeah, Georgie, tell you what, I have a little shrine with candles and shit, little Henry Rollins candles and stuff like that. In high school, actually it was middle school and high school. All right, let's go all the way back. I used to pretend I was a witch. I think a lot of little girls might have done this. My cousins and I were talking about it, and we were deep in the Mormon church too. I mean, we weren't super deep, but I mean, I went to Mormon church and stuff like that, but I would still play witch. It was very blasphemous. I don't fucking care. So me and my cousins used to get like water and leaves and make like potions and stuff. So, I mean, I always had an interest in witchcraft and whatnot, and I got the Satan Bible, which my mom found, and I got spanked for it. And I was not allowed to look at Dungeons and Dragons books because they were evil. But I still had a little shrine that would burn like incense and candles and stuff. And at the time, this was in middle school, at the time, I had a picture of Milo from the Descendants. I had a huge crush. I mean, even though Henry Rollins was fine as fuck, I had more of a crush on Milo from the Descendants. I just thought he was hot shit. I loved the Descendants. I loved all their music. I would just, oh my God, Milo Ackerman was so hot. So in high school, and freshman year, I had a boyfriend. He was awesome. He kind of reminded me of the guy from Live, the band Live. I don't know the guy's name, but he was like really short and he was bald. Or kind of like Ian McKay from Minor Threat. Like, that's who he kind of reminded me of. It was ninth grade. We kind of just went our separate ways. And in high school, I was in an art school. So it was like a magnet program. And my God, my bus ride. My bus ride was an hour, sometimes an hour and a half to get to St. Pete, which was literally a 20-mile drive. It's ridiculous, but taking the bus was fun. I mean, we had a lot of fun on the bus. I had a lot of friends, and it was just insane, especially if you had to pee. It was an hour and a fucking half. It was insane. So anyways, so ninth grade, I had a boyfriend. In 10th grade, there was a kid who was in orchestra with us. He was a tuba player. He had long hair and he had glasses, but he was still really cute. And I always liked tuba players. And I was like, oh, and he's little and the tuba's gigantic, whatever. I played the cello. So, we didn't really talk or anything. But then in junior year, next year, he shaved his head and he got dark rim, like he got thick black glasses, looked just like Milo from The Descendants. Oh my God. I was in love. He was so fucking hot. Oh man. And he was a little punk rocker with the Dickies pants and I don't know, I think he had DC shoes or something. Anyways, just hot shit. So found out his name. His name was George. And I found his picture in the yearbook and I cut it out and I put it on my shrine. I actually glued it over Milo's picture. And then I had it there and I was like, oh man, George is so hot. So I used to fuck with him. I used to throw shit at him. I used to put cake in his seat. I would skip gym to go to my girlfriend's lunch to fuck with George. And so I'm skipping class. I'm hanging out in the lunchroom, and we put a chocolate cake in George's seat because they were sitting behind us, George and Aaron and all them. They were all part of a band called Ronald Reagan, a cute punk band. So he put a cake in his seat, and he sat in it, and he's like, "I saw it. I saw it. I was just." Well, so, anyways, he sat in, and we were laughing. So he gets up, and he spits French fries on my tray. So then we start screaming. And the principal comes over and we all got in trouble. We all had to stay and clean cafeteria tables. And my girlfriend and Aaron stayed. Val and Aaron stayed just because they thought it was so funny. So they skipped class just to wash cafeteria tables with us. It was amazing. But anyways, yeah, I was smitten. And we went on a date to the Waffle House. I asked him out. I would fuck with him. I would put so much toilet paper. I would stuff his tuba with so much toilet paper to make sure I have time. Yeah. So much toilet paper. And then he would go to play and then nothing would come out because there was a literal roll of toilet paper shoved in his tuba. So we had a lot of fun. But during Carmina Burana rehearsal, he was talking to someone. So I ran up and I pulled his pants down and his underwear. And, he had his boxers. So then he tackled me in front of the whole orchestra, pulled down his boxers, sat on my face, and full-ass farted right in my mouth. It was disgusting. But, I mean, it's been true love ever since. So I have to say, we have a lot of funny stories, and I'm sure I'll tell them. And maybe one day Georgie will come and sit with me and hang out, and we'll talk. I mean, to be honest with you, George is more of a crowd favorite than I am, but... Let's let him sleep. He needs his beauty rest because he has to drive. And I really don't need him to be passing out driving home, which, like I said, I'll be sleeping. I'll be snoozing on the way home from work. And I'll turn around and if it's stop and go traffic, which we usually hit that about 10 miles from the house, we'll hit stop and go traffic, no matter what time we leave. We left at 3 yesterday. And I was like, what the fuck is with this traffic? I guess that's just the way how it is. Even in the morning, we left at 5. We left at 4:45. We actually left a little bit earlier yesterday. And I was like, what the fuck? The traffic. Where are all these people? They're doing the same thing we're doing, but it annoys me that they're doing what I'm doing. Kind of like when I'm at the gym or when I'm somewhere and someone has to be right next to me. I park so far from anything just to make myself walk, and also to help me kind of remember where I parked. I don't drive that much. George is usually the one who's driving, but I don't drive that much. I'll park as far as I can And it pisses me the fuck off when I come out to my fucking truck and there's someone parked right next to me. And there's like 20 spaces all over the place. But they're right the fuck next to me. Not only are they right next to me, they're parked crooked as shit. As it's unconscionable that they do this. And it's on the driver's side too. Always. It never fails. Even if I like park where the driver's side is like right next to a curb, someone will hop the curb and park right there. I swear. It's unreal. So anyways, enough with the ranting. Day 4, going strong. It's black. As you can see, Henry's black. He's telling me to drink black coffee. I'm listening to him. As far as training goes, we should pick up where we left off from last week. I mean, working 6 days for 2 weeks straight can wear on you, but we do not necessarily need the money, but it's good to have, especially with, I want to start trying to pay off the Olympic lifting platform we're getting. I want to get caught up on stuff. Like, we're not bad, it's always good to have a little buffer. You know what I'm saying? And also, I want to get our windows and doors done eventually as well. I want to get this, gussy up this place. You know what I'm saying? So just day 4, werewolf diet, going good. The fast and electrolytes, the chocolate fast and electrolytes actually did help. I drank them early yesterday, like I said, because I was just so exhausted. I was tired. I was starting to get hungry around after I had my 9 o'clock meal, and I started to get super hungry. I was able to hold off. Oh, and another thing, I haven't been chewing gum. And I would get the xylitol gum, the dentite gum or whatever it's called. It's to help remineralize your teeth. And I was like, oh, I need to reduce my what's it called, my artificial sugar intake. And I'd be chewing the shit out of that gum. I'd be chewing the shit out of the gum, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should stop doing that too. Now with the Fastin chocolate electrolytes, it does have stevia in it, which stevia and xylitol are like the 2 artificial sweeteners, they're plant-based, I guess. I guess they're okay. Those are the 2 that I like. I tried Alios. I didn't like it. Monk fruit wasn't sweet enough. I had to put it just seemed like it was a waste, because I was like, this is, I can't even tell that there's anything in it. I mean, if I'm going to sweeten up my shit, I want it fucking sweet, okay? So the Fast and electrolytes, a tiny little, it's literally I think it's like a tablespoon for 16 ounces of water. I'm like, this ain't going to cut it. It's actually really good. It did help. It helped with my slump after lunch. I drank it at 1:30. I was done, but we left at 2, and it was nice. 10-hour days can wear on you, and those last from 5:30 to 2, I'm pretty good. It's just after 2 o'clock. If I'm not super busy, if I'm just sitting at the computer processing and stuff, that's when I'm falling asleep, nodding off. And it doesn't help that I was listening to Crime Rocket Science, and I enjoy his content, but his voice is too soothing to the point. If I am not keeping myself moving, I'll start being lulled to sleep. And that was kind of what was happening yesterday. So yeah, I think today I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more energized. I just needed more than 5 hours of sleep, which happens. But even though we got to bed early, I got up ready to go at 11 p.m. I was ready to fucking rock. And I looked at the clock and I was like, maybe if it was midnight, maybe, or even if it was 1 o'clock and I got up like that, I was like, no, 11's too early. I was like, I will crash hard by 1 o'clock. And I'm like, we can't, that'd be 4 hours of absolute torture. And then I still want to get my workout in. We have to do it today since we missed yesterday. Rain or shine. It was raining all day yesterday. That's why we're we don't have to open up the garage and put everything out in the rain. Nah, we're not going to do that. So rain or shine, we'll make it work today. Today's not a bad day. So Yes. But yeah, I was like up, ready to fucking rock at 11. And so I laid back down. So this sucks, but it happens. And it was happening before I did carnivore. Is for some reason, my quads will, not my quads, my calves will cramp up when I'm sleeping. If I sleep too long and I don't drink enough water, I guess, maybe I just get too dehydrated, my my fucking calves cramp. So like I'm laying there and I could feel it happening and I'm trying to stop it, but it goes and then but George, my fucking calf is cramping. He gets up and he starts rubbing it. He gets it right quick. And I was like, what would I do without him? I mean, how amazing is that? I would wake him up and of his dead sleep, snoring, to come rub out a cramp in my calf because I suck, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, and like I said, this happened before carnivore. I used to get cramps in my calves when I was a kid too, especially when I was in track. So I don't know if it was like a hydration thing or something, but it's kind of obnoxious. So anyways, just accountability, doing good. Got my tallow. I'll let you guys know how I feel tomorrow if it helped with the slump. I have to say the fasting electrolytes have helped so far, especially when I got home from work. I had my other dose and I didn't cheat. I did have my cup of kombucha before we went and did like our little mini quick workout in the garage. You know, I mean, I have to keep even with the doing the rowing and whatnot in the morning, I still have to work out because it's just not enough. My body really needs a lot of work, I guess, because it doesn't retain muscle. It sucks. I have to be so meticulous with it to be so mid, and it's so frustrating. It's even more frustrating when I like show my before and after, and they're like, you know, like after I did the diet with the diet coach, and I really didn't change that much. I was like a little bit. I could see like a little bit more definition in my legs, but there wasn't like really any significant. Actually, I gained weight with her, and it wasn't her fault. And I have to say that again because everybody else seems to be doing really well on that diet. But for some reason, that messed me up, fucked me up. It just made me to the point where I was eating, binging. I couldn't fucking stop. And I mean, as you can see, even with carnivore, I went off the deep end for my birthday and I'm still like reaping the rewards from that, so to speak. So anyways, my alarm is going off. It's time to go. I went a little long today. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.